Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. Time to shine the light on Navy rugby with JD Bengston. And, JD, this program, it's got I think it has one of the most unique cultures here at the Naval Academy. Sure, we want to win every match, no question about that. But what I love about what Coach Gavin talks about all the time with his team is let's just maximize the amount of time that we can spend together with each other. Just how refreshing is that approach from a coach? And then obviously from you all as players trying to do just that, maximize the time you have together.
Yes, sir. It's definitely refreshing. Having a coach that you can tell cares so much about just being around his guys. Like we know how much we mean to how much it means to him for us to be around his kids every day and be able to have some kind of influence on them. But it's just very refreshing to be around that kind of culture where it's just we want to be together more because that's all it is. It's a family that wants to be together longer. And obviously we got a long season ahead, but we will keep going with that mantra.
You all set a great standard for yourself every day. The one thing that's been so impressive about talking to guys over the first couple of years of the program at the varsity level is the amazing accountability you all have amongst each other. Somebody's not meeting the standard that day. Hey, everybody's almost kind of, has the ability to speak up. Is that one of the reasons why you all have been so successful here over the first 2 years, especially now at the varsity level?
Definitely. Yes, sir. We pride ourselves on being midshipmen first, and that's a big part of, our core values. One of our core values is discipline, and that goes day in, day out, whether you're in the hall or out of practice. But so yes, sir, we definitely see it a lot.
Obviously, you've got plenty of athleticism in your background. Coming over to rugby, for you, what were the biggest challenges in making that type of move to a sport where, look, let's face it, this program's got, even back through the club level, a lot of experience, a lot of success. But it's amazing to me how guys can move over there. And if you really put your mind to it, they seem to be able to make this adjustment and fit in and contribute.
Yes, sir. It's just the perfect sport, really, when it comes to that, like learning the sport. I feel like it's just a combination of so many sports for me. And it's truly been like one of the most enjoyable things that I've done in my life is be able to learn the sport of rugby. I grew up playing basketball, football, baseball, a little bit of soccer mixed in. That's kind of a stretch, but it's really fun to be able to get to be around coaches that understand the game so well, and we're really just able to pick their brains, and that helps all the players that have never played before just develop at that much faster of a rate because you have such intelligent coaches who have played at the highest level and want to spread that knowledge with their players. Like if they know something and we don't know it, it does the team no good. And that's something that they pride themselves on. It's making sure that we know everything that they know, especially going into matches, anything specific they know about a team. They want to make sure everyone else knows that tick that team has.
You played football in a state that, garners a certain amount of attention. If you're a quality player from the state you come from down in Georgia, there's no certainly shortage of places you can certainly find yourself with an opportunity. Why the Naval Academy?
Just the opportunity. I know I had a couple offers to play up north, Ivy League schools, and that just really wasn't where my heart was set. I was set on serving the country and having more of a purpose because I knew if I went there, I would kind of end up not really feeling like I had purpose. And this place gives me purpose, and I knew that it would as soon as I got here. And even as far back as when I went on my first visit to the Naval Academy, this place is just special. And yes, sir. So I actually walked on and played football here for a semester and a half. So I know how good the football culture is as well. That was something that attracted me. But yeah, I think it's just the culture that the Naval Academy creates as a whole is just the best part about this place.
Making that change, from football to rugby, obviously a lot of similarities, certainly. physicality of the sports, no question about it. But was it hard to lead football to come over to rugby?
Yes, sir. So it was definitely something wasn't expecting, but as soon as I was no longer a part of the football team, I actually had Coach Hickey reach out to me. I'm still not sure how he knew that I wasn't with them anymore, but he knew. Reached out to me as soon as he had found out that I was not with them anymore, and the rest is kind of history. I met with him and the captain at the time, and they were kind of just like, just give it a shot. We'd like to take a look at you, and our assistant coach, Coach Willix, does a good job of making sure you're feeling the love, especially if you're one of the newer guys, like to really get you to fall in love with the game as much as he loves the game. And he was definitely able to do that with me, and be able to translate things from football terms in my mind to rugby terms for him. And it was just really cool process.
Coach Hickey he strikes me as a guy from having so many conversations with him now over the first couple of seasons. Um, he could almost implore you to do anything. He's like, "Hey, you want to go do this?" And you'd probably say yes within 3 seconds, wouldn't you?
Yes, sir. Definitely. I mean, I don't know if it's just his Irish blood or what it is, but I mean, his passion for just about anything is unmatched. I mean, there's nothing I wouldn't do for him. You can tell
He's
like how much he
he,
loves seeing us every day. I mean, it's awesome.
it's the best. There's no question about it. How'd you avoid the swimming bug in your family? Because there's certainly some quality. Your mom, brother. I mean, there's some swimming quality in that family.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Yeah. My twin brother, he also swims at UMass, so there's him too. So I was, the lucky twin, able to escape it. But something for me, I love to be in a part of a team. I think that was the biggest thing. I also tend to talk too much, and with swimming, you spend a lot of time underwater, not able to talk to people, and that was just killing me. So I ended up my parents, they never pressured me to do any sport anyway. They were like, if you want to play football and stop swimming, like that's no problem with us. So they've always been super supportive of me, which has been, I mean, can't ask for much more as like the son of two swimmers.
No doubt. Yeah, I don't think talking very long underwater would work very well. Look, I mean, let's face it. I mean, we know what the goal of the program is as you all are embarking on this journey right now. What's the key to the patience to take care of each day as it comes and allow this to, develop organically and hopefully develop into another long season for you guys?
Yes, sir. So we've been talking as a group of seniors just about us writing our own chapter now. Like we've had two extremely successful seasons back to back now. But now we got a completely new slate. Like there's no looking ahead to the future right now. It's taking it day by day because we know that we're gonna have a target on our back each week. There's these teams that we play, they know that we've been in the big spotlight for the past 2 years, and they want to be the ones that take us down. So it's a big day by day thing, making sure we take it week by week, not looking ahead of any teams because that's the easiest way to get stumped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just, I mean, not that there isn't as much hunger, but because of the way last season ended, is maybe there even just a smidge more hunger in this team to, you know, take care of those details. And, Coach Hickey talks about that a lot. It's all the little detailed things that eventually get you over the top. And, just that small taste of, all right, we got to work a little bit harder based on the way last year ended.
Yes, sir. For sure. I don't know what it was. Our first probably 2 weeks of practice, there was some type of scuffle every day. I mean, the guys are just chippy right now. They wanna be back out there hitting someone that's not their own teammate. And it's been, I mean, awesome as a captain just seeing it. The guys just so fired up to be back. And a lot of the guys, I mean, as you know, we did lose a lot of starters, but a lot of those
Yeah.
guys, um, including myself, played in that national championship that we did win. And so we know what it's like. And we've got about five of us that played in that one and then played in the one that we lost as well. So I mean, we just know what that taste of victory feels like. And yeah, as you said, I mean, it's definitely a stronger hunger than before after being so close and having it taken away from us.
Yeah, I'll let you out on this. You and your fellow seniors, what have you learned from the seniors of the past couple of years that, you can take with you and develop your own leadership style as a group here? Because clearly there's been a ton of tremendous leadership within this program.
Yes, sir. Definitely great leaders before me. But one of the biggest things that they've taught me is like humility is key. Like if you know, like even if you know your team's going to be good this year, you got to keep them humble. Like they can't get big heads. And just from for me personally, I know my teammates want to see me as calm as possible under pressure and in high pressure situations. There's no room for me to be freaking out on them and throwing a temper tantrum. They want to see me as a calm leader making decisions with a cool head. So it's definitely tough with rugby because cheap shots happen, but it's going to be my biggest challenge and also just my biggest takeaway from the guys before me. Like it's easy to follow someone that it's no one else is getting under their skin.
No doubt. Well said, big fella. Appreciate you taking the time for us. Best of luck to you and your teammates. And we look forward to talking to you guys throughout the journey this year. Best of luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me on.